And doesn't it seem fitting that the place that has the claw shot target would be the place that we would need to go now that we have the claw shots? So you remember this thing has been here all along. Just haven't been able to do anything with it until now. Can run right on through into the Lanayru Caves. This place looks really nice too. I like the look of a lot of these areas. Oh hey, it's another Goron! Doesn't look like Gorko though, he's got a different hairstyle and everything. Got another Gossip Stone here too. I'm waiting for one to give me an Evil Crystal now that I don't need them. There it is. Son of a gun. I've never found having Evil Crystals to be an issue, but it apparently was in this game. So you can see there are rocks all over the place. You can blow them up with the bombs. I like using the ones in the flowers, so I don't waste the ones in my bag. I don't remember if he stops us for going this way. No, he doesn't, but we need to roll a bomb in there. Been a while since we've had to do that. Don't think blowing those up did anything, though. Ahead is Lanayru Mine. Alright, you have fun with that mystery. Is there anything useful in those pots? Did they... Really? Did the bombs not blow up the pots, or was it only because I wasn't looking at them? You know what? Let's make sure the bomb explodes the pots. Ow. Worth it. Anything else we can explode before doing what the game so obviously wants us to do when talking to that guy? Oh man, another monster horn. Getting so many monster horns! I mean, I know it only looks like we have 2, but we've spent so many monster horns. I'm aware of that. Yeah, this is where Fi tells us that we can actually use our whip to pull items off of enemies. So I'll have to remember to do that the next time we run into a Bokoblin with a monster horn. I didn't sit down for long enough. I tried to time it exactly to the point where I expected the heart to appear and it didn't appear. Hi, Golo. There's another dragon out here? No, it's not. It's actually shortened for something that's even more difficult to say. I'm looking for that dragon, although if I could find the flame without it, just as good. Well, that's not useful. Lanayru Sand Sea. Okay, can you move out of the way so I can throw a bomb? Or, you know, you don't even have to move. I'm just going to throw the bomb anyway. Or I could go that way, too. You got a key on? You wouldn't happen to have a key on you, would you? You do? Awesome! Alrighty. You mind getting out of the way? You might want to get out of the way. Just saying. Buddy? I can't even get through that hole. You're not going to let me through that hole, are you? Let me go. I just want to go in the hole. He's not going to let me in no matter how hard I try. Okay, fine. I see how it is. Game doesn't want us to go somewhere, so we just can't go there. That's just the way it is. Actually, did I talk to you? I don't think I talked to you. Some kind of test. Yep. I mentioned that the Goddess Shield is not the strongest or most durable shield in the game, but it's gonna be a long time before we get to that one. Let's just keep that in mind for later. It'll be one of the last things that we do. And of course, Golo's the one blocking it. But details. Welcome to the Lanayru Sand Sea. can't explain why this is one of my favorite music tracks from the entire game. And this covers most of the rest of the area of Linear. There's clearly somewhere to the south, but the Sand Sea is just so enormous. And just like most of the other Zelda games, you have the desert area located on the west side of the continent. And I don't think there's anything behind us, although it's always really neat to see the kind of structure that these little guys built in the past. So it's been a while since we've had that past-present mechanic. We haven't seen it in a couple of months since when we did the mining facility. But you can bet that we're going to be seeing plenty of it here. Although I do like the fact that it's... Cicada? Do I want to waste my time on a cicada? Maybe? I mean, he's right here, I might as well use it. I'm not sure how many of them are here. Oh, there are 2 of them! 2 cicadas. And the big bug net is certainly helpful. I mean, you've seen that we use these cicadas for the Hard Potion Plus Plus, so it's useful to get as many of these as you can. And you can also sell them to Stritch for a decent chunk of money, if memory serves me. So those things are nice to have, and since you'll find plenty of them on the way, there's no excuse for you not to get them. Now, there isn't going to be too much around here. You know, I think I'm just going to ignore all of the digging spots and everything from this point on, because we really don't need anything. What we do need is this claw-shot target over here. Because in here, if memory serves, is... Oh, you guys? Oh, wonderful. More jelly blood. Like, there are a bunch of them dropping even though I dropped my treasure medal off. We're still getting a ton of these. Actually, I think we've already gotten more jelly blobs from these things than we ever did from the ones when we had our treasure medal on. Go figure that. I mean, sure, there were probably more of them in here than in any of the areas we visited previously, but it's still kind of weird that. So this looks like it was once some kind of dock? Kind of makes sense. I mean, Sand Sea, Harbor. Might as well get this bird statue while we're here. And there's not much stuff over there. I mean, you could look around and find some things, but it's not going to be anything all that useful. The only thing useful over here is this little guy and that time shift stone on his boat. Got a hat on, looks like a captain's hat with a feather and everything. And activating that time shift stone seems to have changed all of the sand in the ocean back to water. I think you can see where this gimmick is going. So this guy's protector of Nehru's flame. We hit the jackpot. I mean, we hop right down here, and in 5 minutes, we already know where the flame is. Unfortunately, it looks like pirates beat us. Pirates? Really? At least you made it back okay, but... And this was thousands of years ago. The ship may not even be there anymore. Oh boy, this is gonna be some big trouble. Why can't we see the ship? Oh. So we're not even going to be able to find the ship, but at least it's out there. I mean, it's better than nothing. Yeah, Nehru's flame is kind of important. Can and will. Waiting orders, Captain. What's wrong with my map? My map is fine! Always small fry. Oh, I guess we have to go pick up our own then. That fish has probably long since died out. Yes, I know Wind Waker is thousands of years after this, but humor me. But how are we supposed to get around? I mean, yeah, there's a small circle of water surrounding the boat, but it's all sand outside of the perimeter. How are we supposed to get through here? Well, luckily for us... Yeah, so I guess we could place a beacon there if we really want to. Don't really need to. But because the time shift stone is in the boat itself, we can navigate through the sand sea. And as we go, the water will reveal. We also have a stamina meter on the boat just like we do when we're dashing around. And it drains only half as fast. So just keep that in mind as you're going. It makes things a little bit easier. But the path over to the retreat here is pretty easy. And we made it up to Skipper's Retreat. This is where he makes his hideout? Man, I can only imagine what this place looked like in the past. It's gotta look pretty awesome. Yeah, he's got a whole... This whole retreat is just a giant statue of himself, like hundreds of feet off the ground. That's incredible. And this guy seems so humble about it. I mean, yeah, he's pretty much lost everything near and dear to him. He's washed ashore thousands of years in the future. His crew is completely captured. His one reason for living is gone because he's not able to protect the thing he was once able to, but it's just so nifty. Can I do anything to you that doesn't involve bombing you? Probably not. Oh. It's gonna take a little while to kill you, ain't it? Wow, I don't think that bomb was anywhere near you, and he still died to it. I'll take it. There's another one. Probably don't even need to kill him. I just don't like him. So we got some more of these piranha plant. I call them piranha plants again. I don't care. You dropped a jelly blob too? You did. That's nifty. You can see there's a treasure chest over there, but no real way to get to it from here. So I'll have to remember that for later. You here too. Okay, if you're just gonna be there, I'll just leave you alone. We'll run right through here. Although, yeah, there are more of them in here. Let's just ignore them. I don't like dealing with the electric chews if I don't have to. They're just too much of a hassle to bother with. But it's so much fun to use the double claw shots with proper motion controls. At least once you get the hang of them. I mentioned some of the issues that you could potentially have with them, and I think this is... Yeah, this is a guy that we can actually run over. We weren't able to do it before, but you can just run right over the guy's shield, and that's all there is to it. But you might also remember the fact that our sword is doubled in strength now, so those gold plants only take 2 shots to kill him. And we can use this as a quick way to get back down if we want to, but we're not going to be using it. At least not yet. Let's cross our way over here. You can see there's another one of those phoenixes that we fought in the ancient cistern. And I think the button I forgot to press was... no. I swore that Phi gave you instructions on how to kill them, but maybe I just haven't been pressing the wrong button. I don't know why I waited for Phi on that enemy specifically to remember that you can use it to identify them, because I've never checked Phi or her, whatchamacallits, like her advice on how to kill enemies. So I guess we need to use this thing to fly over the next target. So once that comes into play, we'll be able to go to the next one. But it's really fun to be able to use the claw shots, especially with the doubles right off the bat. I enjoy it. Forget where... I think we... oh yeah, the next place that we need to go. That little piranha... I keep calling it Piranha Plant. The Bob is going to get in the way if you don't kill it. I think if you stun it and you're really quick with the claw shots, you'll be able to get there before it strikes you. But it's a lot easier to take care of it first. And I think these guys will get in the way if we don't take care of them, so we'll take care of them. But if they're both going to attack me at the same time, then... You took out the freaking whip while I was trying to use the shield. Wonderful. I tried to... See, what happened was, it automatically pulls out your shield when you bring it down with the whip. But I was trying to bring out the whip to get the other one down, and in that process, it wasn't going to let me. But when it finally gave me the opportunity to do that, it wasn't there anymore. Who am I kidding? You were probably able to see it. You don't need me to explain it. Is this guy gonna come into view so I can grab him? No. Buddy, come back. Where are you going? There we go. It is a moving target, so where you're aiming isn't necessarily where it's going to be. And although Fi will hint to it before we, or, you know, after we go in, there are some cicadas around here, I think on the other side. If we climb up here. Forget how many. Maybe it's on... Are they on top? They're probably on top. It sounds like they're on top. Yeah, we gotta climb up here. So there's one here. Always helpful to have these guys. Is it just the one? I think it's just the one. Okay. That wasn't the what I wanted to do. That's why I didn't dash off the side. I gently walked off the side. See, I did this. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but it's also why I'm thankful that fall damage doesn't hurt you. Because Link is not shy about casually running off the edge whenever he feels like it. So we can just get rid of all the sand if we want to, make this place nice and clean. This guy's going to bother us if we don't kill him, but we'll probably run into more of them if we just try to clean this place up as we go anyway. So I figure we'll leave him there for the time being, and if we reveal any more, then we'll kill them all at the same time. So they've got sand all throughout the place. You can uncover treasure and stuff. I swore I picked up an amber relic in this session, maybe not. Whatever, we have 30 of them now. Fantastic. Never gonna need that many. There's a chest under here, too. Convenient that it's underneath the very last place I looked. So we'll have a look around this place before we leave, trust me. A lot of interesting things to see. But here we picked up the ancient sea chart. And this should give us a better idea as to what this place looks like in the past, so we can explore around. But look at all these pictures on the wall. That's some crew. Look at all those guys. How did you get pictures? They must be paintings. Who did you get to paint all this for you? This is great stuff. Dear Dad, good luck at work. Aww. Wait, how do they have children? This brings up so many questions. Does that mean all these people here are his children? Or all of them his children? So many questions. But also, if you sit here, yeah, we can regain health, but it's one of the weird places that Fi will talk to you if you sit down. And she'll hint to you that there is a bug infestation above the house, which is where we found the sand cicadas. You can see it's got all these pictures of the ship, it's got an anchor, pictures of his crewmates. I guess that's the ship we're going to be looking for. And I think some people have suggested that this picture is supposed to be a reference to the Titanic movie. See a picture of the captain and his crew. I wonder what these are supposed to be a reference to. I'm trying to think back to Link's Awakening, if those represent maybe the 8 instruments. I'm not sure since I've never played it. But we have the sea chart now, so we might as well head back.